Thank you for joining me for yet another unboxing video, and today we have another board game. This time it's Knockdown Volume 1, a game by Anne Kopinski, brought to you by Awaken Realms. I did not back this Kickstarter, but I found them on Facebook Marketplace. They looked very interesting, so I decided to pick them up. And here I am to share with you. I just got it in the mail, and I just wanted to do a quick unboxing for you. So again, it's got really awesome art, which is what caught my eye originally. And then I heard it's a really quick and easy game to play. So again, as you guys know, I have some children and I like to play different kinds of board games with them. And if it's rules light, my kids usually enjoy it more. So let's take a look at this overall. Again, it's Knockdown Volume 1. Not much information on the box, but it is has beautiful artwork throughout it. So that's really cool as well. So let's crack this bad boy open and see what kind of goodness we have on the inside. Tight fitting box. Now, one thing you're going to notice is that on the inside of the box, there's definitely some awesome artwork as well. So you take out the box and you take out the insides of the box, and then you create actually the area where your figures are going to battle in. So that's your back shadow, part of your shadow box. So that's pretty cool right now. That's actually really beautiful to look at. All right, so we're going to get back to that. We're going to start off, as always, with the rule book. Again, Knockdown game rules. We got a book right here. So we're going to show you here. Got the table of contents about the game. So, in the arena, only one thing matters: victory. Here, the best fighters gather to earn glory by eliminating their opponents in the great tournament. You may be cunning, you may be mighty, perhaps you fight dirty, doing whatever it takes to win. Only the bold rise to the top. Will you be the next champion? Ultimately, the goal of the game, as a skilled combatant, your goal is to defeat your opponent by inflicting wounds and executing the final KO to end the round. Or you can deplete the attack deck, at which point the fighter with the fewest wounds is declared the winner of the round. Either way, victory goes to the first fighter to win 2 rounds. So you got to fight 2 rounds, and there you are in combat, the 3 characters that are represented in this game. So, of course, the game is called Knockout. The idea is to knock out your opponent. This is a 2-player game. And, of course, you could probably play it solo as well. Be a little harder because you are playing with decks of cards. And there is your basic setup. Like I said, there's your game board. Is it the top and bottom of your box? Or I should say the inside front cover of your box and the bottom of your box, which we saw already. And that's just some of the things that come in the box, which you're about to take a look at. Shows you an explanation of what the fighter sheet looks like. And then we have the attack cards, skill cards, icon charts, attack types. Then you move on again, the setup, which is relatively simple because it's not really that much inside the box, which is really cool. So then we have the game turn. You can move, you can attack, and then you do combos, how to perform a special attack. Attack sequence, important rules, limits of cards you're allowed to carry, running out of wound cubes, the golden rule. If any time the text on a card or fighter sheet contradicts a game rule, the card fighter sheet text always takes precedent. All right. Then we have blocking, you have knockdown test, end of the round, failed knockout test, no cards in the attack deck. What you do next round, knockdown test, dice variant. So dice are included, but you do not actually need to use the dice for the actual game. Additional rules, range types, blink, starting spaces, dangerous edges, forward and backwards. Really cool artwork again. Some more of that cool artwork, and merging knockdown boxes. And of course, index of everything you need to know about. So it's a total of 22 pages of rules, and on the back it tells you, it shows you all the people who brought you this game. For more information, go to awakenrealmslight.com. All right, so there's your rule book. And then I could show you real quick before we get even further started. So this is inside the box, which is also very cool. But you don't use that side of the box, you use this side of the box. So to create your, basically your arena, you take this and you put this inside like that, which takes it perfectly in there, and blammo, I picked this up just a little bit. That is what your game board will look like. So I'll keep that over to the side there. There's your game board, and there's your rule book right there. We'll add stuff to the game board. And everything comes in a nice packaging. So real quick, we'll take a look at some of the player boards. So you have 3 options of fighters. So you can choose the female warrior, Adriana. All the boards are set up identically the same. She's a hunter. Now they're front and back. So she's an archer or she's a hunter. So you have front kick, roundhouse kick, traps, earth shift. So let's see what it says. Move your opponent 1 space backwards. Roundhouse kick, strike. Place a trap token face down on your fighter space. Earth shift, blink Adriana to any space. So she's a shape. She can move from space to space. All right, and then on this side, again, it says shoot, bow bash, precise shot, earth shift. So you get to choose which side of the card you want to use. All right, so that's number 1. Then number 2, we've got Veroth, Fist of Fury, Berserk Strike, Grasp of Fury, and Double Block. And again, that's his Berserk side. And then you have an Onslaught side. An Onslaught side. It says Fist of Furies, Poison Spit, Forward-Handed Axe, and Double Block. So there you go. He has 4 arms, so he's going to be quite the competitor. And you have Kingo. He uses his javelin. He's got Impale, Wrestle, Shaolin Rage, and Concentration. Or he can be the Mind, sorry. Power of Mind, Javelin Jump, Concentration, Astral Shift. So it depends on which side, again, you want to use and what type of fighter you want to have. So there you go. You got your rule book, and you have your cards, character cards right there. You have some dice which are optional to be used, and they are really stunning. Actually, very, very cool looking dice. Very, very cool. D6s. It's not a bad roll. A 5, 5, and a 6. So I'll put those right up there. You got 3 of those. You have a whole mess of cubes. These are plastic cubes. They are not wooden, so they don't appear to be wooden. But they might be. But they feel a little bit more plasticky, so I'm going to say they're plastic, not wooden. So they definitely have that feel. And you get a whole mess of those. Again, I got this game used, so everything's been punched out already, and the bags did not come with it. So you could always, I can always throw an extra bag in there, but that's not necessarily showing the bag. So there are your blocks, and then you have some tokens as well. Not that many, but you do have a few tokens, so we'll go through those. Take a look at some of these. Not sure what that means. Got a bunch of these. Looks like a case. Some movement markers on it. Looks like traps, possibly. Okay. Boxes that have looks like they have traps inside them. Or different kinds of weapons. They look more like traps to me. So you got looks like a bunch of those. I got 2 of these, 3 of these. It looks like. Oh, here's another trap. Let's show you that one real quick. Okay. And you've got, okay, pictures of each of your warriors. And on the back, good. Again, that's one for each of your warriors that you have. Those are kind of cool. And then you have these, which possibly means knockout, so that's cool. Front and back are the same. You got a bunch of these. All are identical, so let's just show you this one here. Looks like tentacles, and this one here looks like a pit where the tentacles are coming out of. All right, that's pretty cool. I like that. Oh, that's pretty cool. This reminds me of like a Mortal Kombat type game, which is really cool, which is a really awesome video game, honestly. Oh, we got another one of these too. Oh, we got the penguin. Okay, we got the penguin because we do get 4 characters in the box, but I'm not sure. I think you have 3 fighters, and maybe he's the referee or something. I'm not sure what his role is in the game. And again, you have another one of those pits with those tentacles coming out, which are really cool. So you got 4 of those. Put that over there. And then, of course, you've got this as well. This is knockout. This is knockout this way, so I'm not quite sure what that is. It looks like possibly, I'm not sure. It looks like a case that's been opened, I guess. Not sure. Anyway, those are your tokens. Then you also have a deck of cards. All of your actions are done through the deck. All your actions, again, are done through the deck of cards. So you got, again, this is a 2-player game, so you have 2 sets of player cheat sheet rule sheets, which are cool. So let's take a look at these. You got a player's turn. Refill the attack row. Perform 2 actions. Your actions are move, attack, or combination. Attack sequence. Inflict wounds as shown in the attack wound pool. Resolve attack effect. Attack contains this. The attacker may initiate the knockdown test, and you flip them over. Both are the same. Range types. Icons. Punch, kick, yin yang, move, shield, block, move, wild. Light wound versus a heavy wound. So they are. So you have a couple of these cards as well. Get 1 card with Driana. Trap hole. When Driana opponent steps into the hole, they discard down to 2 attacks cards and suffer 1 minor wound. I think that's what it said. I think that's a minor wound. Light wound, yep. That means light wound. These mean heavy wounds. Okay. So trap tree spikes. When Driana's opponent steps onto a tree spikes, they suffer 2 major wounds. Trap effects cannot be blocked. Driana is immune to her traps. Trigger traps return to Driana's pool. Okay, cool. So there's Driana. So it seems like she's one of the more powerful characters. Here's that penguin Chili, Globetrotter, or as a gentleman. Okay, I'm not quite sure what he does. There's a rule sheet for the penguin. Penguin starts each round with 5 suitcase tokens. Oh, okay, once used, you may replenish them only at the beginning of a new round. So he's the one with the suitcases, all right, and tells you what they are. Penguin's fighter sheet is built from 3 different cards. When choosing between Globetrotter and Gentleman, take all 3 cards of the chosen fighter's class and build a fighter sheet from them. Okay, tells you a little about Penguin. So he is obviously another fighter in the realm. Looks like these might be, yep, this is the Penguin's cards. A prudent display, stroke of luck, pardon me. So either you're going to play him as the gentleman or as the Globetrotter. Again, gentleman or the Globetrotter. Globetrotter, say hello, suitcase throw, suitcase jump, suitcase throw. So depending on which one you're going to use, so there you go. 2 more cards that go with your penguin character. So then you have some cards that go along here, your skill cards. And basically your action card, which are your shields. All the fronts are the same. So let's take a look at the backs. Again, all the fronts are the same. Let's take a look at the back. Another one. During a combo action, you may suffer one minor wound. To reuse a special attack, provide any pay the special attack cost. Last Man, Heavy Kick, Keymaster, Fully Charged, Sprinter, Lucky Devil, Indestructible, Retreat, Adaptation, Mighty Slash, and Drunken Master. See what this one says. Once per turn, you may take a card from the attack deck and resolve the attack sequence. Then discard this attack card. Okay. So I'm going to back this up a little bit here. So you got your character cards here as well, which I showed you. So this is your card set for Penguin. One for Diana. You've got yourself some player aids. You've got your skill cards. And last but not least, you have your decks that decks you're building from. So these are your special attacks. So it says cut. It says your opponent discards one attack card from their hand. This is a strike. Takes 2 movement, and it gives a minor wound. Bash, high kick, high punch, low kick, low punch. So those are your special attacks. Then these are your punches. So you got your cut, high punch, low punch, low punch, low punch, high punch, bash. It says move your opponent 1 space backwards, move your fighter 1 space forward. So there you go. You've got your skills so far. You've got 2 of those. So you got your punch and you got your special. You have your defense cards. You bash, low punch, cut, high kick, high punch, low kick. It says move your opponent 1 space backward. So your movement, you have your movement cards. High punch, low punch, cut, low, right? So those are your movement, it looks like. Oh, I got a couple more movement here. Give me a second. I got the cards out of order. So there's more of your movement. So let's take a look at that again. High punch, low punch, cut. See what it says with cut. Your opponent discards 1 attack card from their hand. That's a strike. High kick, high punch, low kick. Move your opponent 1 space backwards, and bash. Move your opponent 1 space backwards. Move your fighter 1 space forward. Strike. So this is movement, as you can see with the arrow. So the icons are the arrow, the shield, the fist, the yin and yang, and last but not least, you have your kicking. Yeah, so you have movement, shield, or defense, your fist for striking, and your special. So here is your kicking. Again, it's got the cut, low kick, high kick, high kick, high kick, low kick, bash. So let's take a look at cut. It says again, your opponent discards 1 attack card from their hand. Again, pretty much they're all the same. So the damage difference is 1 damage, 1 damage, 2 damage, 2 damage, 2 damage, 2 damage. And these are all minor wounds that you're taking there. All right. And last but not least, we have 4 figures. So 4 figures for one for each of the characters. So you got Penguin, very nice detail on him. Anything that you get from Awakened Realms, the characters, the figures that they create are awesome. I've invested in quite a few of the Awakened Realms Kickstarter, so these are awesome figures, as you can tell. So he's got the case, he's chucking it around. There you go, you got a penguin with a case. And then we have the female fighter. Very cool. Again, awesome miniatures. It's got a spear. That's an actual really cool pose. Love the fact that the floor is just like the bridge, so that the base is just like the bridge, which is really cool. A lot of detail. You paint these up, they look pretty amazing. That's your 4th figure, 3rd figure, I should say, and your 4th figure. I think he's my favorite. I think out of all the figures, I think he's my favorite. Really, really cool. Really awesome. All right, there you have it. This is everything that's included, and this concludes our unboxing of, I'm going to have to get the box back for you, of the board game Knockdown Volume 1, a game by Adam Kwapinski. Again, it's for 2 players, or you can play it solo, of course, if you want to, but it's really designed for 2-player action. It's brought to you by Awaken Realms Studios. And for more information about this game, you can go to awakenrealmslight.com. That's Awaken, what did they say here? Awaken Realms Light. So AwakenRealmsLite.com. So as always, thank you so much for joining us for this unboxing video. It's truly appreciated. If you enjoyed the video, you can always give us a thumbs up and leave a comment below. You could also hit that subscribe button. This way you're kept up to date as to any time we release new content to the page. As always, thank you so much for joining us. Be safe, be well, enjoy the remainder of your day, and we'll catch you on the next unboxing video.